Creative Stampers, how are you today? Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. It is a beautiful, rainy, drizzly day today here in Texas. I'm glad I went and saw my father's grave yesterday after church at the National Cemetery. For those of you who didn't see it, it's over on my Instagram, and I think I put it on our business page. I can't remember what I put on there yesterday. It was such a relaxing day yesterday, though, and it was sunny and pretty, and today it's rainy, and the flowers are going to grow. Love you guys. All right, let me see what I've got to turn over to comments here. Okay, what are we doing today? So, do you all know that Stampin' Up! Has a monthly subscription kit called the Paper Pumpkin? Yes, we do. And so what I'm going to show you today in this video, I'm going to actually put together the May Paper Pumpkin. It's called Batter Up. But at the end, I want you to stay at the end, just in case you didn't order this kit, which is fine. The end, I have a little treat bag I'm going to show you how to make, and that would go with any project. So, for those of you who don't know me, you found me for the first time, please introduce yourself, say hi, tell us it's your first time, and I am Kristina Reese, and this is Creating with Kristina. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page, and I just love helping card makers by sharing tips and art design skills in my card making videos. So let's get started. Oh, wait a minute. Before we get started, I need to put up the new host code. Hold on. It is up there, isn't it? I had my things wrong. Okay. There it is, the new host code. Okay, so June starts tomorrow, but I went ahead. Stampin' Up! Is closed today. It's a holiday here in the States. And so I went ahead and just switched over the host code. So there it is. And let's see. So what is Paper Pumpkin? Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit, like I said, and it is usually, most likely, cards. Now, sometimes they're full-size cards. Sometimes they're note cards, the 3.5 by 5 cards. Sometimes they are treat bags or little gifts like maybe a home decor. But most of the time it's cards. And in May it was 9 full-size 4.25 by 5.5 cards. And the theme was Batter Up. So baseball, so very masculine. Of course, it could be, I love baseball. I'm a Red Sox fan, so I wouldn't mind having an all-star card for myself. And it does have Mom as one of the choices in the stamp set. So, that's what Paper Pumpkin is. Now, this kit particular, I want to share with you this kit. Every kit always comes with two things. It's an exclusive stamp set, and this is the exclusive stamp set for Batter Up. It has these great, grandpa, dad, son, uncle, friend, brother, mom. So it has, you can personalize it that way. You're the greatest of all time. You're the best. All-star, a bat, and a baseball cap. So that's the exclusive stamp set. You can't get that stamp set anywhere else, just in the Paper Pumpkin. It also comes with an ink spot, and this month you get Night of Navy. Every month is a different color. So by the end of a year, you would have 12 different colors. So that's great. And these are wonderful for tiny stamps. Instead of getting that big ink pad out and getting ink everywhere. All right, another thing it'll come with is embellishments. And this kit came with white twine and real red and bumblebee colored little dots. They're not shiny, they're not blingy, but they are nice accents, which are great for masculine cards. This was fun. They gave us bubble gum. I mean, is that not a baseball thing or what? I love it. So they gave us some bubble gum, some tags. Let me pull these up so you can see them better. Sorry about that. Okay, so these are the labels. I'm sorry, not tags, labels. Now, here are the 9 card bases. They gave you 3 with the white and blue stripe. They give you 3 with the brown wood grain. I don't know if you can really see that wood grain in there. And then they gave you 3 with, which really looks like the Japanese sun, but it's a starburst anyways. Okay, another thing it comes with are die cuts. And this one came with the 3 die cuts. All right, so you have 3 of each card base. So you'd use 3 of the You're in a League All of Your Own, the bats, the all-star, the banner. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a banner, that's a plate. Oh, I just thought that's home plate. Sorry. Baseball, here's another label here, and then this is like a background piece. So you got 3 of those, and they're all pre-punched, so you don't have to do any cutting. You always get adhesive. In this one, we have dimensionals and Stampin' Dots or glue dots. Your very first kit, when you subscribe, you'll get this size D block to use. And it always comes with envelopes. In this case, these envelopes have some decoration on them. That's really cool. And they also comes with the instructions. Now, let me put some of this back so it's not all in the way while I'm trying to create. Don't need the envelopes. I'll need all that. Okay, I'll need all that. So I'm going to put this down over here, out of my way. And before we get with this kit, though, I just want to tell you, next month's kit, you're not going to want to miss it. It is called Expressions in Color. Is this not gorgeous? I love this watery, kind of colorful, just beautiful stuff. And anyway, so they said also it is going to coordinate with Expressions in Ink. So the kit's called Expressions in Color. The suite is called Expressions in Ink. And you can see this beautiful watercolor, unique, just vibrant colors. So it's going to be really pretty. It's going to coordinate with that. So you're not going to want to miss next month's Paper Pumpkin, Expressions in Color. It is going to be 9 cards also, full-size cards with coordinating envelopes. It's also going to have 2 ink spots, so that's great. And it also is highlighting not only last year's in colors, but also this year's in colors. Or I should say not only this year's in colors, but it's also going to have last year's in colors, which both sets of in colors are just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that is what is going to be next month. Now, this kit, like I said, is no longer available. You're going to want to sign up. If you love kits, you're going to want to sign up before June the 10th to get Expressions in Color. So we do cut off when you can order the next kit. You don't know exactly what's in the kit, but you know pretty much what's going to be in the kit. Enough to make your decision. Okay. And another thing is they've redone the instructions. It used to be a black and white, kind of real vague, you know, you had to flip back and forth with which number went with which item they were talking about. It's really confusing. They've totally changed it. It's so much easier now. Now what they do is they tell you, first of all, what things you need for each card out of the kit, okay? So the first card, you're going to need that card base. You're going to need that die. You're going to need some string, bling. You're going to need your ink spot and your block. You're also going to need the little label, some dimensionals, and some glue dots, and the word grandpa. But actually, I found out on this kit, you can use any of the words. And all my grandfathers have passed. My husband's grandfathers have passed. So I don't really have any grandpas. Now, I do have, my husband is a grandpa, and his daddy is a grandpa. My father's passed on now, but so I could use it for that. Son, I don't have any sons, but I have son-in-laws. I do have brothers, so I could use the brother one a lot. Anyway, so you can use all the different ones. And card 2, you need this. Card 3, you need this. And then you go to the instructions. And each card has its own set of instructions. Very simple. You don't have to do any flipping. Here's what the card looks like. Here is what you are going to need. So the first step is to attach the die. The second step is to stamp on the little label. The next step is to get the twine and the dimensionals and get all that put together. And last, you put on the little adhesive backed dots. And that's it. Okay? Couldn't be any easier. I love it. So they don't even put any words anymore. It's just all pictures. So easy. Let's do this. All right, here we go. So we have, it's telling us we need this piece. Okay. Whoops. Let me go back to the page that has things. We need this piece. We need this card base. Okay. We need the string. I had the string over here and the dots. We need the ink spot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one closed. Sometimes I give these away as door prizes if I don't use them. And I have a lot of Night of Navies over the years, so I can keep that one. I'm going to use my traditional one here, okay? And I need my dimensionals and I need my glue dots. Okay, so, no, what did I do with my dimensionals and glue dots? I just had them. Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. Okay. Okay. Oh no, well, I'll just get some more out. I have plenty of dimensionals and glue dots, so. Because you never use all the dimensionals or all the glue dots in a kit. They give you so many. So I just have a stack of them here in my drawer. So I'm not sure where the ones with this kit went, but that's all right. Okay, now that I've got all my stuff out, here we go. We're gonna stamp, and like I said, I'm not stamping Grandpa, I'm gonna stamp Brother. So I've got my, oh no, I'm sorry, step one. Ooh, let's follow the instructions correctly. Yes, Kathleen, I think these kits are getting better and better too. They are really listening to their customers. I mean, we screamed forever, we just do cards, please just give us cards. And so they really only give us cards now, and occasionally they give us something else, or they'll make something else as an add-on. So you have the choice, like if they had a treat bag, they might do the cards as the kit and then the treat bag as an add-on, which is very smart because in the past they've done the treat bags and then the cards as an add-on. And it's like, we don't want the treat bags. A lot of people don't have children, or like, you know, they stay at home all day, so they don't have coworkers. You know, when I was a teacher, a full-time teacher, I used to give my treat bags to my teacher friends. That was fun, but I don't have that anymore. But I do have my mom. I like giving my treat bags now to my mom, my stepmom, not my stepmom, my mother-in-law. Oh, Lord, she'd kill me if she heard I called her stepmom. That's terrible. No, I'm my mom and my mother-in-law. Okay, so I've got that on there. And we're going to stamp Brother on here like it tells us. How fast can I make this? Because we are already at 12 minutes and I have 2 more cards to make. I'm just going to make one of each, and then I'm going to make this little bag. So I want you all to stay to the end for this little bag. It's really cute. I think you'll really like it. All right, so I've done my Brother, and then 4.5 inches of twine. So let me pull this out. Come here. Come on. There it is. And they actually have a ruler right here on the edge of the paper. Let me show you. So even if you didn't have a ruler, they provide that part for you. I'm trying to find 0. Here it is. Wow. And they have it 18 inches long. So that's great. But they say you only need 4.5. So, well, I'm going to make a bow out of that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead with 6 inches just in case. With these nails, I don't like trying to, I don't skimp on my string. It's just too hard. Okay, so I make a rabbit ear here, and then I just bring it around. Y'all seeing that? Just like a shoestring, okay? Okay, my nail is pushing that loop over. All right, there we go. And then as I pull, I'm noticing this end is getting kind of short, so I better make that a little longer. There we go. Okay, and I can kind of hold, not there, tighten it up, and then hold the loop while you pull it through so the loop doesn't twist. Okay, and then hold this one and pull this end. All right, there we go. Now we do have a little extra. That's because I cut my string a little longer, but that's why I did. It was just, I knew I wouldn't be able to tie a bow with 4.5 inches. That's asking too much. Okay, there's my bow, so it's done. The next step is to put the bow on and the grandpa on, okay? So first the bow goes underneath and then the grandpa goes on top. So we need a glue dot and we need a dimensional. And the best way, if you don't have tweezers or a pick, one or the other, really makes this much easier to put these on. So pull up your glue dot, okay? And they have it right next to, I'm gonna turn this over so I can get closer to it, right there, and take the top off. And now take your bow. There we go. And I lost the dot there for a minute. There's the dot. the glue dot. Okay, so we have our string on there now. And now we're going to take brother. And remember, we put this die cut up on a dimensional already. So if we put a dimensional here, it's going to be double. All right, and you don't want it double. So you're going to put a dimensional on this side and adhesive on this side. All right, and then you got to remember what you're doing. So I said a dimensional on this side. And I'm just going to pull, whoops, I don't want to. Come on. Well, boo. Okay, I'm going to turn that. I'm going to make it that way. There we go. And then adhesive on this side. So I'm just going to put a glue dot over here. There we go. And take the cover off of that. And of course you don't want brother to come off the card. So right there. Oops, it kind of twisted. There we go. Voila. Okay, and I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, no, the bling. Even though it's not shiny. Oh my gosh. I love that they give us all this stuff. And, you know, and if you're not a baseball fan, there may be someone in your life who is. I know my brothers are. They're Red Sox fans like I am. You know, I was born outside of Boston, so I'm allowed to be a Red Sox fan and not a Rangers fan. Though all my brother-in-laws, I'm sorry, all my sister, okay, I don't even know who I have anymore. All my son-in-laws, there we go, except my oldest. My oldest son-in-law is a Red Sox fan. He's from Massachusetts also. But my two younger ones are Ranger fans. My husband's a Ranger fan. Of course, that makes sense. We do live in Texas. All right, I am totally rambling. Oh gosh, that took me 16 minutes. Oh, and I've turned it around backwards. All right, so that is the first card. Brother, you are in a league of your own. Love that. Okay, next card. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out all the pieces we need for the next card. So we need the card base. Here we go. And we need the dies that go with it. So we need the two bats, the ball, the all-star. Need a lot for this one. Okay. The bats, the ball, this label down here, this red label. Okay. This all-star. Wow. I'm not kidding. A lot. Okay. So there's only this, the base and this piece left. So there we go. We got that. And of course we need the adhesives and the bling and the ink. So we got that. Now we're going to this page here. So step one says to put glue dots on the red label and the two bats. Okay, so we can do that. That's pretty simple. Let me get this out of the way. Push all this out of the way. There we go. So the label. Now, if you have a tape runner, whoops, this tape runner is out of tape. Hold on. Sorry about that. Usually I'm so prepared. Yeah, right. There we go. And we just pop that right. Well, oh, shoot. My fingers are sticking to the tape. Ah! Okay, come on. Is that how that goes in there? Surely it is. Yeah, there we go. Phew, goodness gracious. All right, where's the lid? Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. That, okay, turn your card around correctly. Okay, and we're just going to put this here in the center. There we go. Okay. Now, of course, the bats are too little for the adhesive, so you are going to have to use the glue dots for them. No biggie. Just use your pick tool, whichever one you use. That one there. I want this bat to stay. There we go. Oh my gosh, you know, I haven't even read any of y'all's comments. Oh, I've been trying to get these cards done so quickly. I know y'all really don't like me to carry on so much, but all right, here we go. Come on. Here we go. Fast, fast, fast. There we go. All right, and then just cross these two bats. So 1 and then 2. All right. Perfect. That was easy. Now, the next step tells us to stamp sun at the bottom of the ball, and I'm going to do brother. Then we're going to put the all-star above the word sun. We're going to put the ball on dimensionals and the all-star on dimensionals. So that's pretty simple. So let me get the baseball here. And they kind of have the stitches going like at an angle like that, which is fine. So where's my brother? There we go. And get that as close to the bottom as possible because brother is longer, of course, than sun, the example. But it still works. There we go. I think I might have probably done it that way. I think you could have seen brother better, but that's all right. Okay, they said to put dimensionals on the back of these. So 1 there and 1 there. I mean, they even tell you where to put the dimensionals. 1 there. 1 there and 1 there. Okay, and like I said, I take a sharp tool and I just pull those covers off just like that. And there we go. Okay, and it's, put the ball down first. So you're going to center the ball like that. And then you're going to put the all-star right over it. Whoa, I dropped it. Ah, this is really sticky. Be careful. I was thinking I probably would like it at a nice angle. Maybe not. All-star. Yeah, they just have it straight across, so I'll just put it straight across. There we go. All-star brother. Are we done? Nope. Don't forget the bling. Don't forget the bling. Oh yeah, this definitely needs bling. So they put 2 red ones here and here with a yellow one there. And then on this side, they just put a red and a yellow. There we go. There, now it looks better. So there's card number 2. Okay, let's see if I can beat the clock. We're at 22 minutes. I'm going to try to do this, get the whole thing done before 30 minutes hits. So we need our last card, which of course will be the, let's see, we did the wood grain one. Here it is, the wood grain one. All right, get all that out of the way. Okay, we need our home plate and this piece. I'm not sure what you call that, just decorative piece. This, you don't need this anymore. Okay. What else did we need? Go back to my page where it's got all the card stuff. Here it is. Here's the card. So I need this piece, this piece. I need You're the Best. You're the best. You know what? Okay, did you all see a You're the Best? No, I just see All-Star. Am I supposed to stamp that? Oh, yes, I'm going to stamp it on the plate. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so we need You're the Best here. I was like, what the heck? What's going on? Oh, yes, Kim. Kim just mentioned something. Yeah, if you, even if, and a lot of us have like stamp sets that have itty bitty individual letters. You could even put the people's names. Like I was thinking about doing that. My oldest grandson, Brady. I could put Brady is in a league all of his own. I just need itty bitty stamp letters, which I do have. I'm not sure if we carry them in the catalog anymore, but anyways, okay, I'm rambling, sorry. What am I doing here? We need to get, oh, I said I was going to beat the clock. I'm going to miss the clock. All right, here we go. No mistakes. Okay, pretty simple here. First, we're going to put this piece on. We're going to tie the string in a bow. It's a 12-inch piece, and so it'll go all the way across. All right, so let's do that real quick. So where are my dimensionals? There we go. And then take the piercing tool or sharp piece and just pop those pieces off. So I just stab, whoops, that one already had one. I mean, that was already off. And then kind of lift up and it pulls it right off of there. So this is centered. That's pretty simple. There we go. Then we need our twine. Whoops, get out of the way. And we need 12 inches. So let's get our paper out here and go 12 inches. Okay, there we go. And we need our snips. There they are. Okay. And then, like I said, you just take a bow, tie it like a shoestring. Whoops, come on. Okay, and then we want it to be a little shorter. Okay, it's a little longer on one side, but that's okay. Yeah, double check, make sure it goes all the way across. Oh, yes, it does. Matter of fact, I can trim that so it'd be even if I wanted to. And I need a glue dot. Glue dots are the best thing to attach string knots like this. Or if your adhesive doesn't have any, if your bling does not have adhesive on the back, these are great to put sequins on and other things like that. Okay, and then you just stick that knot right where the glue dot is, just like that. Okay, it's pretty easy. All right, next step is to stamp "You're the best uncle, friend, but brother," whatever, on there. Okay, and we're gonna do "You're the best brother." So let me get "You're the best" out, my stamp set, my base. Now, actually, this is a bigger stamp. I'm gonna get that piercing pad because this is a photopolymer stamp. And sometimes if your surface, hard surface is not very even, you might not get a good stamped image. So if you're using photopolymer, which are these clear stamps, be sure you have a foam pad underneath. Because remember, the red rubber stamps already come with foam. That's why they're so good. All right, "You're the best." Let's sit there for a minute and let that ink get in there. Okay, very nice. And then I'm saying "brother," "You're the best brother." I have 3 awesome brothers. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're done with that. And now the last step is just to put this over the bow and put on some bling. Okay, that's easy. So they say to put dimensionals in the 3 corners there, so we can do that. Whoops, get over there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now remember, I'm going to show you how to make a little treat bag after this because they give us that really cute bubble gum. So we need a way to, if we're not going to have it ourselves, so I do want this to come out a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool, huh? I love it. And then where is my bling? There they are. And they put a red and a yellow, 2 red and a yellow up here in this corner. Okay, in the brown area. Oops, come here. Oh, come on. There we go, and a red. That just goes right there. And then down in this corner, just 1 yellow and 1 red. Okay, notice how they're doing odd numbers. That is an art design element, doing odds. 3s, 5s are much nicer than even numbers, or unless you're doing a symmetrical card, that just that little bit of asymmetrics there kind of brings this symmetry here into a better frame. It's just a thing that the human eye likes. I don't know why, but we do. Okay. that is the 3 cards, and look at that, I beat the clock. It's only 29 minutes and 57 seconds. All right, let me quickly show you how to make this bag. All right, this bag, I'm gonna put the dimensions up here for you so that you can write them down. I'm not actually gonna make a blog post for this, so if you want these dimensions, you'll need to write this down. The first thing you're gonna need is a square that is 3 1/4 inch. Okay, and then score it. And if I can come up here, if you all can see the score lines, let me flip it over, maybe you can see it better. Oh yeah, you can see the score lines much better. At a 1/2 inch all around, okay? At a 1/2 inch all around. There, you can see it really well there. All right. So, and it doesn't matter what color cardstock, this is the bottom of your bag. If you want it to color coordinate, then just use whatever colored cardstock. I'm just using white, so that's that. Now, next thing you need is some DSP, and this DSP is the Brights Pacific Point. It goes with this stamp set. On your paper pumpkin, it will tell you what colors are in the kit. Where's that page? Here we go. All right, so it tells you that the colors in this kit are Bumblebee, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Real Red, Smoky Slate, Soft Suede, and White. Okay, so that's very helpful. So this is the Pacific Point from the designer series paper for the Brights. And I thought this pattern was pretty cool. It kind of looked like baseball diamond if you put, you know, first base, second base, third base, home plate on there. I don't know. I'm kind of silly, but I thought it looked good. All right, so you have that. Now, the next thing you need is some ribbon to tie our bag. And they said Bumblebee was in this kit, so this is the Bumblebee gingham. All right, and gingham can be girl or boy. It doesn't have to be girl. And they want 6 inches of this. So, this is the tie can be about 6 inches. So I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. Now, what we do, take your snips. The first thing you're going to do is cut the tabs, but not the corners off. All right, so you're gonna snip the corners, but you're not gonna cut the corners off. So what I mean by that is this corner right here, okay, wait a minute, come up here. Come on, light, give me some shadows. There we go. This corner right here, you're only going to snip one side. You're not gonna cut the whole thing off, okay? So you're gonna snip there, turn it around, snip here, and snip here. Okay, so now you have these tabs you've created, okay? All right, we're gonna make this box, so we need to fold up our sides, okay? And like I said, be sure to write down that information on the side, that way you have it with you. So you have all the sides folded up. Now, the tabs, fold them in and put glue there. Now I'm going to use the glue dots from the kit because they're available and they're easy. Just put one on each tab. Okay. You'll want tear tape for the next part. If you don't have tear tape, you'll want to invest in that. That is a really helpful tool when making 3D projects because it's super strong, but also it lets you tape a long piece without having the adhesive exposed until you need it exposed. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting tear tape all the way around this little box we're about to make. And so now we've got our glue dots on there. Okay, I want to zoom this in so you all can see it better. There we go. All right, so we have the glue dots on here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to tape those to the inside, creating this little shallow box, okay? All right, and this last one. Okay, so there is, there's my itty bitty, teeny tiny, oh, looks like I got blue ink on me, lovely. Teeny tiny little box for our bubble gum. All right, let me zoom back out. Whoops, wrong way. There we go, come on. Oh, not that much. There we go. All right, next piece. All right, we're gonna put this DSP and we're gonna wrap it around it. So that's why you want your tear tape, okay? And, oh, here it is. And we're just gonna put a piece of tear tape on each side, okay? But we want to snip it because we don't want to expose all of the adhesive at once. We just want one side at a time as we lay down our DSP, okay? There we go. And trim that off. And this piece, where am I? Here, okay? My little baby fingers, okay? And then trim that off. There we go. And the last side. There we go. Okay, so now that I have DSP all the way around, I'm going to take my designer paper, okay? And we are going to adhere it all the way around the box. Now, I am going to start, I'm not going to start right up here on, whoops, sorry about that. I'm not going to start all the way here on the edge. I'm going to kind of move in a little bit. That way my seam where the two layers lap over is kind of in the center here. All right, so the first thing I need to do is get, and I'm just going to use my tweezers because I can't get that covering off without my nails. Now this is why tear tape is great, because I'm only exposing that piece of adhesive. This is not sticky yet. Okay, and then we just take our DSP and we lay it right on there, okay? All right, now that we have that on, we can expose this piece, okay? And we're just gonna lay that across. And see how my finger is over here, but it's not sticky yet. If it was sticky, it would be kind of difficult to do this. All right, so we got that. And come on. There we go. And we got that one. Whoops, didn't quite get that one lined up right. Let's see if it'll pull back. Ooh, it tore. Okay, be careful when you lay that down that you lay it straight. All right, and our last side here. Now, this is going to overlap here, so we do need a piece of sticky here. So let me get my tape here, okay? And I'm just going to put that right on the edge so that my seam is right there. And then just snip that off. And of course, you want to use snips that you don't care if some adhesive gets on it. I wouldn't use these to cut ribbon anymore because the adhesive causes it to get yucky. Yeah, designate one pair of scissors for adhesive. And of course, you can get out goo remover and take the adhesive off. But all right, so when we still need to take this piece off. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, good grief. You want to be ornery, do you? There we go. Okay. Now, like I said, come in here. Make sure it's right across the edge there. And now, just fold this over, and wherever it lays, that's where your seam is going to be. Okay? And there you go. Okay, so now you have this cute wee baby bag. Okay? We are going to put a hole in it, and I just have an ordinary hole punch wherever I put that thing. Oh, come on now. I just had that thing. Oh, no. Do you all see my hole punch? Come on, where are you? Oh, no. Oh, I put it back in the drawer. Like I said, this is just a school hole punch. Nothing fancy. There we go. Got our punch there. Now, before we tie our ribbon, let's put some treats in here. So this is the bubble gum we got in the kit. Put a couple pieces in there. Take our bow. Now, thing about doing, we're not going to actually tie a bow. We're going to do one of those loop things. Okay, this is the front of the bag. This seam is on the back. I want this loop to be showing in the front. So I'm going to put it in through the front, come out the back. Come on. Okay, then take the two ends and stick them through the loop, like so. Come on. And pull. And so now see how the loop is on the side that you want it, okay? And you can like pull these apart so they kind of separate. You may want to trim them. Oh, see what I mean? These aren't real good for cutting ribbon. Now, That's cute in itself, but we need to decorate this. We can't leave it all boring like that. So I've already done the decorating since we have gone 39 minutes now. I simply stamped the All-Star on the white circle. I stamped the hat in Bumblebee ink. I colored, so it leaves it white where that light part is. And so I just took the Daffodil Delight and I just colored in that part of the hat. So it's all yellow hat. You could do anything you want. And I stamped the little word dad. Not much is going to fit on here. It's a pretty tiny hat. You don't have to put a name. You could put, you know, a star. You find whatever you want and put it there or just leave it blank. But that is the circle. And of course, I want to put this on with dimensionals. Let's see, make sure I'm doing this correctly. There we go. And there we go. And remember, it's a bag, so it's kind of curved. So I'm just putting dimensionals in the center here. All right. And you may even want to put some of those little dots on here. That would be cute. Let me put a few of these on here. Yeah. Whoops, get off of there. So put one there and one there. Whoops, come here. Okay. And there we go. We have our cute little treat bag. Whoa, sorry about that. I'm just trying to zoom out so I can show you all the cards. All right, so here is the first, the last one we made. Here is the second one we made and the first one we made. Oh, come here. There we go. So we have the cute cards plus the little bag to go with it, with the bubble gum in it. Isn't that fun? All right, let me get that off of there. I hope you all enjoyed this. Now, don't forget, if you think that this was a fun kit, you are going to love Expressions in Color. You're going to want to go sign up. So I have a lot of Paper Pumpkin subscribers who have paused their subscription because they were like, oh, I don't want a baseball one. Well, let's unpause that thing and let's get Expressions in Color. Or if you've never subscribed before, you will love this monthly kit. And it's so inexpensive. So it's $22 plus the tax. I can't remember if shipping's in there or not. But anyways, for $22, you can't beat this. This is amazing. 9 cards, everything you need for $22. Pretty awesome. You guys have been the best. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget, I have a new host code. And Paper Expressions in Color. The deadline for signing up for that is June the 10th. So you only have 10 days, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Memorial Day, and we will see you on Wednesday for our card challenge. So don't forget to enter your card for that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up on the Facebook page. It's pinned to the top. Okay. Bye-bye, you guys.